In this video, we are going to talk about some of the phrasal verbs that use the word pass. But we're not going to talk about all of them because there are many of them, and I want to keep this video simple. So today we are going to talk about 5 different phrasal verbs with the word pass. The first one is pass as. So for example, Mark can pass as British. So Mark is not British, but he can do a British accent and he knows a lot about British culture. So when Mark meets a British person, he can make them think that he is British. And when he meets people from other countries, he makes them think that he is British. He can pass as British. Or maybe Sarah has a twin sister and they look very similar. Actually, they look so similar that Sarah can pass as her sister. That means when she meets other people and talks to them, she can make them think that she is her sister, and everyone believes her. Those two examples are with people, but you could also use this with a thing. Maybe you have a watch, and your watch is fake, but it looks pretty real, and usually people believe that it is real. So you could say, this watch passes as real 90% of the time. Usually when people look at it, they believe that it's real. They don't think that it's fake. Okay, so that's to pass as. The next one is to pass on. And there's two meanings that we're going to talk about. The first one, pass on, just means to give something to someone else. And it's usually about a message or information. Maybe you send an email to a manager because you are another manager that works with that manager. And you say, here is some information about our new policies. Please pass this information on to your team. Pass it on to your team means I'm giving it to you, and then I want you to give it to them. Pass it on. The second meaning is that pass on can mean to die. But it sounds quite dramatic or quite artistic. I wouldn't usually use this in a conversation. If I said that someone passed on, to me it sounds like I'm writing a poem or singing a song. It doesn't sound like something you'd say in a normal conversation. However, the next phrasal verb is to pass away. Pass away is a much more normal way to say die. And it's also a little bit softer and more polite than saying die. Die can sound a little bit strong, a little bit upsetting. It might make you upset. But when we say pass away, it sounds softer. His grandfather passed away 2 weeks ago. Sounds nicer than his grandfather died 2 weeks ago. It just sounds a little bit more polite. Number 4, pass out. And again, this one actually has two meanings as well. The first meaning, pass out, pass means give. So to pass out something means to give it to many people, similar to hand out. So, for example, the teacher passed out the homework. She gave the homework to this student, this student, this student, this student, to all the students. The teacher passed out the homework to her class. And the opposite of that, what do the students do when they have finished the homework? The next day, when the students come to school, they hand in their homework. You can say hand in or turn in. So the teacher might say, okay, yesterday I handed out the homework, and today, or hand out or pass out, and today I need you to turn in the homework, or today I need you to hand in the homework. So yeah, pass out, give to many people. But pass out can also mean to faint or to lose consciousness. This means that you are awake and then you pass out. For example, he drank a lot of alcohol and passed out at the bar. Passed out. Or, she was so scared that she passed out. She saw the ghost and then she just passed out. ED because I'm telling you a story in past tense. But it can also just mean to go to sleep very quickly. I'm tired. I'm going to go home and pass out. That means I'm not going to do anything when I go home. I'm just going to sleep right away. I was so tired that I passed out as soon as I got home. So yeah, it can mean that there's a problem and you or it can just mean that you go to sleep, pass out. The final one is to pass through. So you pass through an area. So I live in Bangkok. My wife's family lives in Khonkaen. So Bangkok is down here, Khonkaen is up here. There's also a city in the middle called Nakhon Ratchasima. And when you drive from Bangkok to Khonkaen, you pass through Nakhon Ratchasima. That means, basically, you go through it. It's the same as go through. So I pass through this city means we drive the car through this city. I have passed through Nakhon Ratchasima many times, but I have never stopped there. I have never stayed at a hotel there. I have never eaten at a restaurant there. I have only passed through the city. So yeah, those are 5 phrasal verbs with pass. There are many more, but this video is already about 9 minutes, so you're lucky that I did not include all of them. But if you have questions about any of the other ones, please feel to leave your questions in the comments.